So, does running affect your ability to build muscle? I got asked by a friend of mine last week, a friend of mine that's trying to follow my footsteps into the gym, trying to look good like me as per the mentor that I am. Okay, trust me, I'm a mentor. You know, what I'm trying to say I talk to people and I bring them to the gym. So yeah, I'm proud of that. So yeah, a friend of mine that's following my footsteps. I won't say his name, obviously, just not to embarrass him, but joke aside, he called me and like sort of like asked me a genuine question saying, does running affect your ability? So that prompted me to go to do my research, and today I am here with the response. Let's go get it. So I got asked this by a friend of mine, very close friend of mine last week. He called me and said, Precious, does running affect your ability to build muscle? And with me, with my flat out opinion, I responded, I said, no, I don't think so, because I've been in the shape before in the past where, I was running a lot. I was doing 12K, I was doing 10K, and I was still shredded. Like, I was looking good, bro. Like, look at these photos and these pictures. Like, at the time, I was running like 10K, 12K, like 3 times, and I was lifting in the gym. I was going to the gym like 3 to 5 times a week at the time. Actually, maybe not 5 times, 3 to 5 times, but I would do a lot of home workout. I would do abs, I would do push-ups and stuff. So obviously, I wasn't lifting heavy weight at the time, but I was training hard still. I was doing a lot of home workout at the time. I was running a lot, and this was the shape I managed to build. But at the time, I wanted to be shredded, right? So that was my goal, to be shredded. So I wasn't trying to, be bulked up. I just wanted to look lean, but also abs popping, everything popping, right? So that's how I looked at the time, and I thought it worked because I did put on some muscle. You can see clearly there's some muscle getting on there, but the size wasn't there, right? That's what I thought, looking back at it right now. But if you're looking to get bulked up massive, then you might want to listen to this. Studies that show that sprinting workouts, like HIIT workout for running, does help to build your lower side than if you were to run a longer distance but with a moderate intensity. That would not build as much muscle as you would build if you were to do sprinting runs and stuff. Different type of types of HIIT workout, the different type of them. You can look them up. If so, studies that show those sort of HIIT workout does help you build your lower muscle quicker. Okay, so that's what the study shows. But obviously, me now looking back at the time when I was in that shape, I guess I wanted to be lean. So I would say if your goal is to look lean, if your goal is just to look shredded, then you're fine. Obviously he does 3 to 5 times a week, 12K. So, if you want to put on weight, I said weight, not weight, because we're not putting on weight here, we're putting on size. Okay, when we go to the gym, we don't put on weight, we put on size. So if you want to put on size and you want to build muscle as well, then I guess obviously you can still do those runs that you're doing, but maybe obviously don't do it as much, because you can't be running 3 to 5 times and still want to train 5 times a week, because at the end of the day, we all need strength to train, recoup, come back and train again. So when you train, when you want to rest and give the body time to build, because when you're resting, you're sleeping, that's the time the body repairs itself, and then start going out again. So you can't be running a lot 5 times a week and also train 5 times a week, because you're gonna get to the point probably where you're gonna be exhausted. So we don't want to do that. What we're trying to do is put it on a level where we can actually maintain it and do it for the longer time, because we don't want to get too tired and too worked out for doing it. So I guess if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to put on size as well, running also is good for you anyways in general form. So running does help a lot in the system, I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't say quit running, I would say probably reduce the amount of times you run, or you can probably start looking into HIIT workout, how you can probably run for 40 seconds full sprint and walk 2 minutes or so down your park or something. Anyway, you can do it on the treadmill when you sprint for a minute, 40 seconds, depending how long you can go, and walk to rest and then sprint again. This sort of workout helps build your lower muscles, okay, than running for a longer period of time in a moderate intensity. But still, with all that being said, for you to actually build muscle and put on good size, you still need to have a good meal plan. You still need to have protein, high protein intake. So if you're not getting any good source of protein, you're just wasting your time. You're training, but you're pretty much training for nothing. So you want to make sure that if your diet and your plan, your nutrition is not, is not on point. That's what you want to work on before you start worrying about does running affect your ability to build muscle or not to build muscle, because I think running is good for you anyways. But what's not good for you, that we can both agree on right now, is eating that pizza every night, not, having a good source of protein intake. That's not going to build no muscle. But you're going to train, you're going to run, you're still going to look the same way you look, because you're just wasting your time because you're putting on more fat, unhealthy fat. You want to make sure you're taking that. If you're not thinking about making your meal plan on point, stop worrying about running. You're still far from what you should be worrying from, okay? Try to focus on, maintaining a good diet and you'll be fine, okay? Your gains will come through. That's what I'm saying. You need to just make sure your meal plan is on point, and that way you see gains, okay? So I hope this little video today, is giving you some clarity on whether you should stop running or not to stop running at all. I hope you keep on running, but obviously find out what's best for you. Obviously with your goal, you can decide what's best for you. At the time I was running 5k, 10k, I wanted to look lean. I still put on some muscle, I looked shredded, so that worked for me. So I guess if you were trying to put on some size, trying to look more bigger, I probably would have needed to cut down my running and try to put on more size in terms of my food as well. But that would also depend on food, because I would need to put on more calories on my food for me to, to get bigger. I don't think really the run will stop that. So obviously it all depends on your goal. You design them around what you want to do, how you want to look, and then you can decide if you should run 3 to 5 times a week. But I would say running overall, in general, is good for you. So that's all I got for you for today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do like it, if you found it useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because there'll be more coming, okay? And I'll leave you like I always do. Always stay peaceful, okay? It's Khan Champ, your boy.